Brad, you guys have been down many times this year, but just what did you say to your team to keep them in it?
Well, I thought we were too sped up on offense, and I thought we were too we were just doing our own thing. We weren't playing with any togetherness defensively. And so, we just said we need to do our jobs first and foremost. And then, hopefully if you do that enough of the time, you'll have a chance to get back in this thing. And then, I would say that was a win that was, largely attributed to the unbelievable effort of our players and the other 18,000 people in here, because it was that was one of those deals we needed everybody engaged in the game, and it was a special environment, and the end of the first half gave us a chance.
Brad, Chris Manish with Yahoo. The physicality with which you're playing against Ben Simmons, particularly a guy like Marcus, how much of that is strategic? How much of that is just Marcus being
Marcus who?
Marcus Morris, sorry.
Yeah, Al starts the game on him. Marcus Morris, Shemi, Marcus Smart will just rotate, and we're just trying to keep him in front. It's hard to do. He's a heck of a player, and obviously he didn't play as well tonight, but good players always respond, and so we're going to have to be even better in Game 3. But I'm trying our best to keep him in front, and he's really hard to guard with a smaller player because he's so big and strong and shifty. So we just, we're fortunate to have a bunch of bodies, to be able to kind of rotate guys. We're just trying to keep him in front.
Jack McCluskey from The Ringer. You guys were down in the second quarter. You put in Greg Monroe. What was the thinking there? How did that help turn it around?
Well, one of the things that I, so appreciate about team, and one of the things that I so enjoy about team is when a guy that is going through, maybe something he's never gone through, like in Greg's case of actually sitting a few games in a row, but he just stays positive, and then when his number gets called, he turns the game around for you. And that's what's special about being a part of a team. We've seen it before with other guys throughout the course of the year. Everybody's talked about our depth and different guys stepping up now, and some guys aren't getting as much opportunity. And to be able to maintain a positive attitude and go in there and just contribute and get that game turned with him and Al together. We got some easy baskets at the rim. Huge plays, and, hats off to Greg. He helped us win the game, and he was a big reason why we won the game.
Coach Bob Schramm, the Citizen, you came back and then you had the lead into the second half, but then they responded. Anything that comes to mind that allowed you to turn it back around and clinch the win?
Well, by that time, you're just happy to be in a back-and-forth game. I think that you're going to have moments. I thought the start of the fourth quarter we were shaky, but we had some guys sitting over there and getting their quick breather. But I think, at the end we were pretty good, and they played some guys all the way through, and that's scary. You just have to account for Redick every minute that he's in. You have to account for Covington, the way he was shooting the ball. Obviously, Bellinelli hit some big shots. You've got, all those guys are more than capable. And then, Simmons and Embiid. And then McConnell was ridiculous. He was a big reason why that game ebbed back towards them. By then you're just happy to be in a game. I didn't know if it was going to be a game in the second quarter.
Brian Robb, Boston Sports Journal. Brad, Jalen, 25 minutes for him. When did you find out he was going to be able to go, and did you expect to be able to, him to be able to go that long?
25 minutes was what I was told that he could play. Again, the MRI or whatever scan he had showed that there was no tear, there was no structural damage. It was a strain. It was probably below a grade 1, but we were going to be very cautious in bringing him back. So they felt good about him playing, but it felt like if he went above 25, that would have been a little bit more risky. So I think he felt pretty good. We'll see how he feels tomorrow, and we'll go from there. But I thought he played really hard, and I thought that he kind of this series kind of hit him when he first got in the game, because he was, you're kind of coming back from an injury and you're kind of feeling yourself out, and oh, by the way, everything's flying around you. But then he made some huge plays for us, obviously.
Final question over here, Hey, Brad. I was
Paul.
going to ask about Jalen, but let me switch it over to Marcus Smart then instead.
Okay.
You've always said that you have confidence that Marcus will make it when it counts. And tonight, I mean, he really stepped up in terms of getting you guys back in the game offensively. What did you see from him on that end of the floor tonight?
When something requires guts, Marcus Smart's going to be stepping up. Like we had nothing going in the first half, and he kind of kept us afloat early, and then they pushed the lead out. And then, I thought he was great on Reddick in the second half. Made some more plays, made some more shots, and I've said before he may miss some throughout the course of the season, but when these lights are on and he steps up into that shot, I believe in him, and I think that he knows that, and we all do, and it was fun to see him knock a few down. Thank you.